Emergency lighting system. So, in this session, we are going to discuss how the emergency lighting system takes place, its working, and what is the circuit diagram, and how SCR is utilized for this emergency lighting system. Before proceeding, let us have the look on the circuit construction. So here we are utilizing single phase AC supply 230 volts 50 hertz. So it is fed to the center tap transformer. The rating of center tap transformer is 606 volts. Means at the either ends of these terminals, the output voltage is 12 volts. And with reference to zero terminal, the voltage across the secondary is 6 volts. At the either terminals, the diode D1 and D2 are connected. So these two diodes forms a full wave rectifier. So up to this portion, it is center tap full wave rectifier. So the output is a DC voltage. Now this DC voltage is provided to the cathode terminal. If you see, the output is provided to the SCR, and parallelly one more diode is connected, diode D3 is connected to diode D1. This will also generate a half wave rectification, and this half wave voltage is charging the 6 volt battery connected to it. The circuit also consists of this a lamp. This is a 6 volt 19 ampere lamp connected at the output. Now we want to turn on or turn off this lamp depending upon whether the input voltage is available. Means when the mains will fail, the lamp must turn on, and when the mains are available, the lamp must be turned off. Whenever we have the power supply, the lamp must be off. Whenever there is no power supply, the lamp must be on. Whenever there is a power supply, the lamp must be off. Now we will see how this emergency lighting system will charge this battery, as well as how the lamp will turn on. So this circuit is very simple. It is single source emergency light system, and it is suitable for household application. The input 230 volt AC supply is stepped down using a center tap transformer. The output of this transformer is 606 volt. So this is a center tap transformer. This is a center tap transformer. This is a primary winding. This is a secondary winding. The output is 606 volts. Diode D1 and diode D2. This forms a full wave rectification. Hence the output, DC output, is available across this lamp. And because of this DC output, the lamp will glow if some suitable switch is provided. Now the question is how we will charge this battery and what is the role of this SCR. The diodes D1 D2 forms a full wave rectifier. and the DC voltage is provided to the 6-volt lamp. So when the AC supply is available, 6-volt DC will appear across these points. Say these points, we will label it P and Q. So the 6-volt supply will be appear across the points P and Q, and the lamp will glow. The pulsating current will also flow through this diode D3 R1 to charge the battery. So how the current will flow? The current is now flowing through this diode, and it will keep on charging this battery. It will go to the neutral. So we are obtaining the DC voltage across these terminals P and Q. But at the same time, the current is flowing through this diode D3 and it is charging the battery of 6-volt. Thus, the battery charging is carried out. As we will get only as this diode is getting forward bias for the positive half cycles only, this battery will be charging slowly. Now, when the battery is charging, at the same time, the DC voltage is appearing across this capacitor. How DC voltage is appearing? During the positive cycle, the diode D3 is forward bias. So the voltage will turn on the lamp. At the same time, the current will flow. Let us take some different color. The current will now get divided and it will flow through this capacitor, and the capacitor will get charged because of this series resistor. So a potential is getting developed across this capacitor. The capacitor gets charged with upper plate positive to some voltage, say less than 6 volts. The voltage will build up slowly. So when the capacitor voltage is developed fully, this SCR, cathode terminal, is now gets positive voltage. And once the SCR's cathode terminal is having a positive voltage, the SCR will get reverse bias. And why this voltage is there? Because of this capacitor's charge. So the voltage developed across this capacitor will reverse bias the SCR. The anode is at, now this anode is at the battery potential, and the cathode is at the rectified output voltage, which is slightly higher. Because why it is slightly higher? Why the cathode is slightly higher than anode? Because the battery is charging. Okay, so the SCR is reverse bias and will not conduct. And if it is not conducting, means how this circuit will work? This circuit will work means the lamp will glow only because of this DC voltage appeared across the points P and Q. Now what will happen when mains will be off? So when the mains will be off means there will be no DC voltage, because of this rectifiers. Now this battery comes into the picture. Now the potential at point K, now the potential at the point K, okay, is less as compared to this anode potential. The anode potential is positive, and now when the mains are off, the battery is forward biasing the SCR. Okay. Once the SCR is forward bias, and because of this inductor, the triggering pulses are provided to the gate. Once again, I will show from different color. We are discussing the condition when mains is off. So when mains is off, means the potential, there is no potential at point P and Q. There is no potential at point P and Q. If there is no potential, then how the emergency light will turn on? The emergency light will turn on by using this battery. Now this 6 volt positive is across anode, and cathode is having lower potential or zero potential. Now this anode is at positive potential, the SCR is forward bias, but it will not conduct and it will not turn on. Now to turn on this SCR so that the lamp is turned on, what we have to do, we have to trigger the SCR. Now the triggering will take place because of this inductor's EMF. Because of this inductor's EMF, the SCR will be triggered and the current from the battery will flow through this SCR. Obviously, it is going to charge the capacitor, and obviously the current is now flowing through the lamp and it will turn on, and the current will keep on flowing like this. Okay, so concepts are very simple. Let us discuss it once again. What will happen during the mains failure? So when mains will fail means there is nothing here. It's open. This is open. This is open. So battery is having potential of 6 volts. This is anode. This is cathode. Now the current will flow through this loop. I will label the loop. The current is flowing from, there is a closed path. Say we will start with A, K, P. Let us give the name L, lamp, then Q, then B. Now this is our closed path. Okay. So during the mains failure, the battery is having a potential of 6 volts. Okay. So because of this, the SCR is getting forward bias. But we want to trigger this gate terminal. The gate terminal is triggered by this inductor's EMF. Okay. So when the gate gets triggering voltage, SCR is forward bias. How the current is going to flow? The current will flow from this positive terminal of battery. It will flow through SCR. It will go to the lamp L through terminal P. Then it will come to terminal Q, back to point B, and the process continues. So this is the condition when mains fail. What we have to do? We have to, already the SCR is forward bias because of this battery. We have to simply trigger the SCR. The SCR will be triggered because of this component R3. This is how the emergency lighting system working takes place. Thank you very much.